Hello guys, welcome to Yarn O'Clock by C30. It's been a minute, but I am glad to be back. On today's tutorial, I'm going to take you through how to crochet a ruffle hat. So this is a sample. This one that I made, and it looks so beautiful. So we're going to need some yarn. This is medium weight yarn, a pair of scissors, some stitch markers for beginners, and a crochet hook. I'm using a 3.5mm hook. Let's begin. I actually forgot to mention that you will need an elastic band like this one. You can also find another elastic band that is slightly thicker, probably up to this size, a few inches thick, just to make sure it is easy for you to crochet. So we're going to make our magic ring. You're just going to wrap your yarn around your finger. Take your hook, insert it into that space, and pull up some yarn. Crochet twice, 1, 2, like so, and this counts as the first double crochet. So we're going to add 12 double crochets actually into this hole. So you'll have a total of 13, but just to make things easier for you, we've changed 2 and we're going to add 12 double crochets through that hole. So that's the first one. The second double crochet. It might actually not look elegant at first, but once you're done, you'll be able to see. The third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, all the way up to 12. So let's meet once we are done with the 12. So this is our result after putting the 12 double crochets into the magic hole. One more tip, just remember that this yarn should be a bit longer so that you don't lose it during the crochet process, because its function is just to pull this together. So this is what we have. I hope that's visible. So once you pull them together, you're just going to slip stitch into this space. So on the first double crochets actually, which is after the chain, see that after the chain 2 that we did, so just do a slip stitch and then you're going to chain 2. So this chain 2, these 2 chains actually marks the beginning of row 2. So after that, you're going to place a double crochet in each stitch. Okay, so 2 double crochets on each stitch. So let's start with the first one. So this is the first double crochet on the first stitch and the second double crochet on that same stitch. 2 double crochets on the next stitch, and another double crochet on the same stitch. I hope that's clear. On the third one, 2 double crochets on that stitch. In case I'm too fast, remember you can always slow down the speed of the video. So let's continue this way until we reach the end of this row. So we're on the last stitch, so we're going to make 2 double crochets on this last one, and that's it. So we're going to slip stitch at the end of this row. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so far we have actually done 2 rows. So onto row number 3, you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to make a double crochet, 2 double crochets on the next stitch. That's the first one, then the second one, and then 1 double crochet on the next stitch. So it's going to be an alternation between 2 double crochets on the first, on one stitch, and then a single crochet on the next stitch. So onto the next one will be a 2, we're going to have 2 double crochets. So those are 2, like so, and then 1 double crochet on the next stitch, 2 double crochets on this one, so those are 2, and then 1 double crochet onto the next one. We're going to continue this until we reach the end of the row. So let's meet there. So guys, we have 2 double crochets here, and we're going on to the last stitch, which is going to end with 1 double crochet. So the next thing that we're going to do is to slip stitch, because we've come to the end of the row. And after slip stitching, you're going to chain 2, and we're going to begin the 4th row. So for the 4th row, we're going to place 2 double crochets on the first stitch, and then 1 double crochet on the next 2. So for the first one, we're going to place 2 double crochets, so that is 1 and 2, sorry, so that's the second one. And then on the next one, we're going to place 1 double crochet, and on the next one we're also going to place 1 double crochet. So 2 double crochets on one stitch, like so, then 1 double crochet on the next stitch, and another 1 double crochet on the following stitch. So it's a pattern of 2 double crochets on one stitch, single crochet on the next stitch, and single crochet on the following stitch. I hope that is very clear. So 2 double crochets here, 1 single crochet, double crochet on the next one, and 1 double crochet on the following stitch. So this is the pattern that we are going to follow until we meet at the end of the row. We've come to the end of the row, so we're just finishing off with 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochets on the next stitch. So once we're done with this, we're going to slip stitch, chain 2, and then continue with a different pattern. So for row number 5, you can see 1 2 3 4. We're on row number 5. So row number 5, we're going to crochet 2. Sorry guys, sometimes it's hard to actually see these stitches, but I hope you can see. So 2 double crochets on the first stitch, and then the next 3 stitches will each have a single crochet. So on the next stitch, we're going to have one double crochet on the next 3 stitches. So each is going to have 1 double crochet. So that's what we've done. So the next one will have 2 double crochets. So this is the second double crochet, and after this you're going to have a single crochet on the next one, a single crochet on the following one, and a single crochet on the next one. I really hope that's understood. So 2 double crochets on one stitch, then a single double crochet on the next stitch, another single double crochet on the next stitch, and another single double crochet on the next stitch, or rather 1 double crochet. Okay, so it's 2 double crochets, then 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and 1 double crochet on the subsequent stitches. So let's meet you when we are at the end of the row. Guys, we're almost coming to the end of the row. So we've done a double crochet here and 3 double crochets on the following 3 holes, or stitches rather. So the next one is going to be a double crochet on this stitch, 2 double crochets like so, and then the last one is going to be 1 double crochet. So you're going to slip stitch, just going to pull your yarn that way, and there we have our 5 rows, 1 2 3 4 5. So we're moving on to the next 6th row. So onto our 6th row, we're going to chain 2 as we've been doing, and then we're going to make a double crochet in the first chain, the first stitch. So you yarn over like so, then pull through the first 2, pull through the next 2. So that is the first one. Yarn over again, pull through the first 2, pull through the next 2. So that is those are 2 double crochets in the first stitch. Okay, so the next 4 will each have a single double crochet, or 1 double crochet. So that is 1 double crochet. Onto the next one is another one, sorry, it's another 1 double crochet, and the next one will be another 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet. How many have we done? 1 2 3 4. That means the next one after this 4th is actually going to have a double crochet, 2 double crochets I mean. Okay, so 4 double crochets on each of the next 4. So that's 1 second one, third and fourth. Okay, and then now the next one will have 2 double crochets on the same stitch, or is it in the same stitch? Okay, so after these 2 double crochets, the next 4 holes, stitches guys, the next 4 stitches will actually have 1 double crochet. Let's continue, and then I'll see you at the end of this row. Guys, we're almost at the end, and this is what we have. So we've already done the 4 double crochets on the separate stitches, and we're just going to do 2 double crochets here on the same stitch, and finally 1 double crochet on the last stitch. So after this, we are going to make a slip stitch. Let me just repeat these. So in case you're wondering how we are making a slip stitch, that's what you do. So you have your hook, just enter into the next stitch, pull a yarn, and then pull through the previous stitch. Okay, so those are 6 rows. 1 2 3 4 5 6. It is going to depend on your ear to ear measurement. So you're going to take your ear to ear measurement and you're going to divide it by 2. So my ear to ear measurement was actually 13. So 13 divided by 2 is 6.5. So let's see. So we are yet to reach there. Okay. So that means we'll have to do this until we are at this point, 6.5. So the same pattern will just continue. Adding adding 1 double crochet to the next rows that are having 1 double crochet each. I believe you understand what I mean. So guys, for row number 7, as usual, you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to have 2 double crochets on the first stitch, and this time, because we had 1 double crochet in the following 4, this time we are going to do it in the following 5. So 1 2 3 4 and 5, and after this, as we've explained, you're going to do a double crochet in 2 double crochets in that 1 stitch. So we'll continue this until we're at the end of the row. So you don't have to continue with row number 7. It will depend on your ear to ear measurement. So as I've actually explained, because mine is 13 and we're yet to reach half of it, which is 6.5, I'll just continue until my measurements. But alternatively, you can actually reach 6. I know that some people would recommend just do the 6 rows and you can continue, because this is actually the base. So this is the base, and we're yet now to do the body, and then we'll finish up with the ruffles. So you'll do as it pleases. See you guys at the end of this row. Guys, this is what we have actually on the 7th row. So I've already done 2 double crochets in 1 stitch, and I'm continuing with the single ones. So because we are at the end of the row, we're going to make a slip stitch. And then begin row 8. So that's already 1 chain, so 2 chains. Okay, so double crochet in the first stitch. We're going to have 2 double crochets. Okay, so 2 double crochets as you've done previously. And then now for the second ones, instead of having 5 double crochet as in the previous row, we're going to have 6 double crochets in each of the subsequent stitches. So 1, 2 on the next one, 3 on the next one, then 4, 5, and 6. I hope you can see that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the double. So after this, we're going to do 2 double crochets in one stitch, followed by a single crochet in the following 6 stitches. Not a single crochet, but a double crochet in the following 6 stitches. So we're going to continue with this pattern until the end of the row. So see you when we are at the end of the row, guys. So guys, we're on row number 8, as you can see. So we are finishing up. So I will just crochet 2 more stitches. So a double crochet on one stitch and a double crochet on the next stitch, and then we're going to close off with a slip stitch. So let's see the size, or rather the width or the diameter of our base. So luckily it's around 6.5, which is actually just the right size. So because it's 6.5, that means we're going on to the body of our ruffle hats. The body is actually easier, it's even easier. So you're going just to chain 2, and then for our row number 9, we're going to do 1 double crochet on each stitch until we reach the end. Just 1 double crochet. So let's begin with yarn over, pull through 2 and pull through 2. The next one, you just yarn over, pull through 2 loops, pull through the last 2 loops. The same thing, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops and then pull through the next 2 loops. So this is what we're going to do until we reach the end. Okay, guys, we are actually at the end of row number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, oh 9, sorry. So we are at the end of row number 9, but in this case we are counting it as row number 1 of the body. So it's just been single double crochets, or just 1 double crochet in each stitch. This is the same thing that we're going to do for row number 2. So row number 1, 2 and 3 of the body, just constitutes one double crochet in each stitch all through. Okay, so let's close this off with a slip stitch. So that's it. Then chain 2 and continue with 1 double crochet in the next, in each of the stitches. Okay, so 1 double crochet in each of the stitches until we are done. I hope that's clear. Feel free to comment in the comment section below, guys, in case you have any questions, etc. And if you have found this video helpful, please remember to subscribe, to like, to share, comments, and to turn on the post notification bell so that we keep learning together. Okay, so you're just going to add a single or 1 double crochet. Let me say 1 double crochet so that I don't confuse you guys. 1 double crochet all around until we are done. See you guys when we are at the end of this row, which is actually our row 2 of the head, or row 10 of the entire piece. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of the entire piece. So guys, we are at the end of the second row of the body, and this is what we have. So this is what it looks like. So it's beginning to fold, if you can notice. Okay, it's beginning to fold. So let's finish off with this stitch, and then we're just going to slip stitch. Okay, so one thing that I would love you guys to notice is whenever we fold our piece this way, when we measure this distance, it should be 5 inches less of half your measurement of head, ear to ear. So like in this case, my ear to ear, if you can remember, it was 13 inches. Dividing that by 2 gave us 6.5. So when you minus 0.5 inches, what do you get, guys? You get 6 inches. So we should be able to get 6 inches. So that means we're going to crochet up to this point. So right now we are at 4, we have 2 more inches to go. So you're going to continue adding 1 double crochet on each stitch until you reach the required length, depending on your measurement. I hope that's clear. So your ear to ear measurement, divide by 2, and then you subtract half an inch, which is 0.5 inches, and that is what is going to determine how far you're going to go with your stitches of the body of our ruffle hat, or your ruffle hat. So we'll just continue with the double crochet. See you when I have done up to 6 inches. Okay, so we are done with the body. So at this point, the length of our ruffle hat is about 6 inches. It's slightly more than 6 inches. Okay, but that's fine. Okay, we only use this method when you need to insert an elastic band, but when you don't need to insert an elastic band, you can actually go to the 6.5 or half of the measurement of your ear to ear, and then you can just go ahead and do the ruffles or the ruffles. But in our case, this is what we are doing. Okay, so at this point we're going to insert the elastic band. Let's do it. In order to know the length of the elastic band that we're going to use, so we're going to measure this length. In this case it's 11 inches, as you can see. So 11 inches times 2 is 22. When you minus 1, you get 21. So that is the length of the elastic band that we're going to use when it is not stretched. So this is our elastic band. I hope it's gonna be visible. So we're just going to measure. Let me fold it into 2 so that I do a 10.5. It will be easier that way, so that you can fit in the camera. So I'll just do a 10.5, but you can actually measure the 21. I'm just doing this because I want it to fit within the frame of the camera. So let's see. So that's it's a bit tricky, but the elastic is too coily. Let's see. So that's about 10, that's 11. Let's see. That's roughly 10.5 when not stretched. Is that a 10 or a 10.5, man? So it depends on the kind of elastic that you are using. There are those that are just easy because they are thicker. So make sure it's 10.5. Ours is around 10.5. So it's about 10.5. I hope you can see that when it is not stretched. So it's roughly 10.5. That means it's 21 because I folded each into two. So around 21, we're going to cut it. Let me cut it probably here, because I'm going to tie it up. If it was wider, of course we'd just sew it together or sew it together. So because we're not sewing, I'll just tie that up, and then we're going to crochet it into our ruffle hat. You know, the tricky bit of having a ruffle hat is that sometimes the elasticity actually reduces as you wear it for a long period of time. So this is what we're going to use. We can actually confirm. So the length is just about 10.5. Yeah, remember it's an approximation, so it's still fine. So let's actually crochet it into the next stitch, or the next row actually. So we're going to crochet it into the next row, and then after this we'll be doing the ruffles. Keep commenting any questions that you have, or if you're excited or you feel that the video has been helpful, you can also comment. Remember to like, guys, share, subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell. So we're going to chain 1. So chain 1. So after chaining 1, we are going to do a single crochet. So we will hold our band like this on the inner part. Just make sure it doesn't escape your hand, because remember it's too elastic, definitely. So just try to hold it well. So we have chained 1. So we're going to do a single crochet into the first stitch. So remember you have to go behind our elastic band, okay? So that's what we're doing. That's the first single crochet, and in this case we're just going to repeat for this. Okay, you can see it's within it. It's actually within the stitches. I hope that's clear. In case you haven't seen it, you can always go back and just check, rewind the video and check. So after we are actually done with the first stitch, so the next one we are going to do 1 single crochet. Okay, so we're going to do 1 single crochet, and remember you have to go behind, or actually just beneath the rubber band. I hope that's visible. So that's what we're going to do, and then chain 1, single crochet. On the next one we are actually going to do 2 single crochets. So that's the first single crochet, and this is the second single crochet. The next stitch you'll do 1 single crochet. You have to go beneath the rubber band, and the next one you're going to do 2 single crochets. I hope that's visible and understood. So one last demonstration. because we did 1 single crochet, we're going to do 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Okay, that way, and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch. So that's what we're going to do until the end. We just want to make sure that the rubber band is well incorporated and it doesn't appear, you know, we don't want it to appear on our ruffle hats. We want to hide it as much as we can. So 2 single crochets and then 1 single crochet. So this is what we have once we have the elastic in. This will just be hidden in the ruffle, so don't worry about it being seen. If you feel like it's less elastic, you can always tighten this and just tie. Okay, so this is what we have, and the next step is to add the ruffles. Okay, let's do it. So adding the ruffles usually seems a bit easy, but it actually takes longer than the other parts, so be prepared for that, but the end result is beautiful, so don't give up. So we're going to chain 2 and we're going to chain or crochet 3 double crochet into each stitch all round, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to have a row of 3 ruffles, and each row consists of 3 double crochets in each stitch. Okay, so we're going to have a double crochet in the first stitch, add a second one to that first stitch like so, and then add a third one to that stitch. So the accumulation of these stitches is what is going to create a ruffle. So the next stitch you're going to also do 3 double crochet. That's the first one, the second one, I hope you can see, and the third one. Okay, on to the next stitch, do another 3. So we will continue this way until we are at the end of this row, and see you there. So you can see the ruffles are beginning to form. Okay, so guys, we're actually done with the first row of the ruffling. So let me just finish it up. Remember we said you do 3 double crochets in each stitch. So 1, 2, and the final one. So once you're done, remember to finish it off with a slip stitch, and this is how it looks. We're going to add 2 more rows. So chain 2 and repeat the process. So the first double crochet into the first stitch, second double crochet into the same stitch, and third double crochet into the same stitch. We're just building up on what we have. So go to the next one and just do the same. The first double crochet, second double crochet, and the third double crochet. So let's meet when we're done with the second row of the ruffling. We're coming to the end of the third ruffle. So this is the third row of the ruffle portion. Remember, we did the first row, the second, and now the third. So this is the third stitch, the double crochet into the last hole or the last stitch, and then at this point we're just going to do a slip knot, a slip stitch rather, and that's it. So you can close off with a single crochet, pull your yarn and cut it. So this is what we have. This is our final product. The camera is actually not doing justice because it looks so amazing. I really love how it looks. So finally our ruffle bucket hat is complete, or rather our ruffle crochet hat. So for this yarn you can just use a darning needle to sew it into the other stitches. So let me take one here. This one is a bit big. I don't know if I have my small darning needle so that I can show you guys how to tie in those edges. I think this one will do. This is a smaller size, so it's just like a normal needle. So this is what we are going to do. So just going to, it's like you're sewing into these stitches, the uppermost stitches of the ruffle, so that you don't have any edges left. In case you have any other yarn that is actually left, like this one, the leftover yarns, let me just call them that, or tailings, this is what you're going to do. So for this remaining portion, just cut it off. So that's it, guys. I really love the output. I love the fact that the ruffles are actually clamped together. Okay. So remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you have any questions or any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you found this video useful or helpful, please remember to subscribe and to turn on your notification bell so that anytime I upload another video, you'll be the first to be notified. Adios. 9 o'clock by 3:30.